Alright, good morning, boys. It's about 5:30 in the morning on Monday morning, July 20th. And Noah and I are making a hour and 45-minute trip down all the way to Springfield, which is near Eugene in south central Oregon. And I believe I am going to buy a 1976 Gremlin. This has been long awaited for me. I've wanted to build an engine. I've wanted to engine swap something. I've wanted to learn how to weld on a car. I've wanted to paint a car. I've wanted to build a drag racing car. And I've just wanted a Gremlin. So I think when I'm in college for the next 4 years, this is going to be the car that I do all of that on. And who knows, I might actually stick to one build. Although I think if I buy this, I'm going to be up to 9 cars in total. So right now, my plan is to get a great deal on a Gremlin, sell the Corvair, sell the Highboy, sell the Renault, and go from there. So we're going to go all the way down to U-Haul. So in about an hour and a half, we'll check in with you guys. But here we go. Alright, boys, so we just picked up our U-Haul and we're 19 minutes away from the guy's house out in Springfield. He's out way in the country. So, Dad, I'll say this, you're completely right when you say that I get bored with the 8 other cars that I have, and as soon as I get bored I buy another one and I'm never going to finish the other 8. Yeah, you're right on this one, but you know, you just don't understand. This is a Gremlin. That's the thing. So how do you walk away from a Gremlin? It's a perfect deal. Come on. It's all there. I'll throw up some photos. It's all there. It's all original, numbers matching, maybe original paint, I don't know. It's rust minimal. It will run and drive easy. It just needs a battery and the fuel system gone through, brakes, radiator, oil, whatever, trainee fluid, all that. It's going to be a good investment, I promise. So the story on this thing is I'm buying it from the 3rd owner. He got it from a guy that he worked with that was moving from Hawaii. He wasn't going to take it with him, so that guy swooped it up. The guy he worked with bought it from a guy that was on a military base, so it was a military base car, because what's cooler than having a Gremlin? So that's the story with it. The guy bought it in 2011 from his coworker, moved out to the country in 2013, so he drove it for 2 years, and in 2014 he just didn't see a need to drive it because he was way far out. You know, it wasn't fun to drive on bumpy roads, so he parked it. It's been sitting there since, and he's replaced the shocks, he's replaced the carpet, then he did one other thing. Do you remember what that was, Noah? Anyway, I'll throw up the description and you'll see it. But I think it's a pretty good deal. I think it's going to be a great car. I'm going to probably not keep it pure. I'm going to fiddle around with some things, see what I want to do with it. And it's going to be fun, I think. I hope you guys are going to actually want to see some AMC Gremlin content, but we'll just have to see on that. We'll catch up with you when we pull up to his house. It's in there, I think.
He's got fucking emus?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, here he is.
Can I just...
I'd probably just pull right up in there. We could do a loop in the yard if you want.
Is it over here?
It's going to be right,
there.
Oh, okay.
Car, or is it going to be a... I mean,
I've been looking for a Gremlin, so it's probably one that I'm going to hold on to.
Good.
I've got 8, so this is going to be my 9th. Not Gremlins, but classic cars.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah, we were driving back from Bend yesterday.
And it's all unlocked.
And we've been looking for one forever. And we were sitting in the car driving back, and I was like, oh, I'll check Facebook right now. Saw the ad, instantly turned to him.
Funny. Yeah, I've had it for fucking ever. I was gonna try and sell it like last year, and then I was like, fuck it all. I've got a mechanic buddy up the road.
Yeah.
And so I was gonna take it to him just to get it up and running, just so I can ask a little bit more money for it. But then finally, it was just like,
Yeah.
fucking time for anything. So.
Did you do the carpet yourself?
Yeah, carpet was pretty trashed. It was just really worn out when I first got it, so I just got a replacement carpet for it.
So was this the spot?
That's one of the spots, and then these are the two spots that I texted you the last night.
Yeah, was this the one on the ad?
That's the one that was on the ad.
I thought it was bigger than
Oh
that.
no, that was the one on the
nothing.
ad. Like I said, it's pretty minuscule. It's just
Yeah.
those are the two on the top that are the only ones that are like the worst in a sense.
So it is really good right now.
Good.
And it does have leaf springs. So did you have any plans for it when you bought it, or was it just fun?
I've always wanted Gremlins, and so I just bought it. And it was not much needed to do. I was gonna give it a paint job and do all that type of shit, but
What color were you gonna go?
I was wanting to do like that toxic green color.
Yep. The classic
Yeah,
Gremlin.
either that
Yeah.
or like that sort of that burnt orange that like the Polaris razors are.
Yep,
sort of.
I'm a big orange guy.
Orange is his favorite.
Yeah, I'm thinking if I pan, I'll go like that green or orange or red with white stripes. Partially undercoated. Did you do the zip tie work?
Zip tie work. The only thing I did under there, we used to go to a strip club that was right next to our house all the time, and so I installed those. They should be still on there, but the LED under lights.
Oh, the underglow?
Yeah, so we'd pull on up to the club and fucking
Oh,
have that
yeah.
whole thing just glowing underneath. So that's more than likely any zip ties down there are probably from that.
You say it still has underglow?
It should have underglow, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is there even a hood release or no?
No.
Okay.
No, just a loose lever up there. Yep, no, down a little bit. Should, yeah, there you go.
So do you know what size straight 6 it is? The
Not
232?
at all. I think it's a 232, but
Okay.
like I said, I'm not too mechanically inclined, so
Okay.
I'm not 100%, but I think I was told 232.
Okay. So a little fun fact with the air cleaners.
Yeah.
The earlier years, they came with a one piece, so you would actually take off the whole metal air cleaner and have to replace the whole thing. But then they went to a screw where you take it off and replace just the filter,
Oh,
which was kind of stupid.
so to replace the air filter, you have to actually
Yeah,
take the
you just
entire, it's
throw-
a one
off.
unit.
Throw the whole metal
Oh, wow.
out and replace that. Yeah. Brown tranny fluid.
Hell yeah.
Dipstick.
Oh, the aftermarket horns. Oh, love those.
Oh, the get the
Yeah.
fuck out of the way horn.
Oh, yeah.
Where's she? She on your side now?
Probably passenger side.
Probably. Fuck, it's been so long.
Sometimes it's in the front. Oh, right here. Is your wife gonna be sad to see it go?
Yes and no. looking at, like I said, downscale, and I think the trailer and then my camper van might be next. Just to downscale things that we just aren't using.
Yeah.
Tired of shit just sitting and slowly deteriorating.
One piece. Is this a car cover?
Yeah, that was just a car cover. Because I heard that they do a lot better when they're in the car versus on the car.
Exactly.
Nice droppings. That's good. Something. So you said you found the original owner's manual?
Yeah, in the glove box up there.
That's always cool.
Yeah, I didn't expect to see that. It's been a fucking long time since I opened up that glove compartment.
Love the old owner's manuals. They're so cool.
So what other cars do you have?
Get the list out.
I've got a 65 Corvair, 68 Cougar, 74 Highboy, 78 Subaru GL, 79 Super Beetle, 1980 Renault car, 1981 Dodge Omni, and then a 83 El Camino.
Jesus. Are they all working? Or are you just
I just got the
non-stop
Renault a
working?
few weeks ago.
The
and that one I
the
got
Renault
for
was free.
The clutch went out on it almost immediately. It's really bad. So that one I'm gonna sell. Corvair is a good like Sunday driver. I don't take it out much, but that one I'm gonna sell. Highboy runs and drives. Cougar is my daily. El Camino is another daily. Beetle is probably the most reliable out of all of them. Dodge Omni's a race car. Which one am I missing? The Subaru's in a barn. His
Barn find, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty like badass.
Yeah, we just pulled a 1971 Datsun 240Z out of the barn.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Shipped that off to Georgia, so.
Oh, fucking A.
Yeah, see, he's got all those cars. I have a 67 T-Bird, and that's it. So.
Add to the collection, I guess.
There you go.
All right. You got this one?
Yeah, I just did it loose around the drive shaft.
Okay. Gotta get the cover on. All right, boys. Tell me I'm dumb. I know I'm not, except Dad, you're gonna tell me I'm dumb, but literally 99% rust free. Is that the original paint?
Yeah.
I think that's the original paint. I forgot to say it has 61,000 miles on it. Barely any rust. You heard that it has underglow. You heard that it's been to the strip club. This thing is mint. There is like one scratch dent on the driver's side door. Like right there that you can't even see. But brand new tires. The other thing that I couldn't remember earlier was a brand new radiator. Thing's been barely driven. I'll probably have it running by the end of today, if not the end of the week. It's going to be great. It's going to be loved. It's going to be cared for. Thank you so much, Ryan. I really appreciate you working with me and letting me have the first opportunity with it. But it's going to be cared for. The interior is clean. Brand new carpet kit. There's only a few little rips in the driver's side seat, but they're nothing bad at all. Don't know what the electrical stance is. There's a battery in it, but we didn't test anything. Got all 4 hubcaps. This thing Beautiful, man. I don't know what size inline six it has, but did you get a video of the engine when I popped it? Yeah. You guys saw what it looks like. It has AC. Don't know if it works, but not that it matters. Hatch opens. That's insane. No rust in the trunk floor. Underside is half of it's undercoated. The other half isn't rusty at all. Floor pans were solid. It's got some sweet stickers on it. It's sweet, dude. So we're just pulled over a few miles down the road, checking all the straps, making sure that it's secure. And then we're gonna head about an hour and a half north back to Noah's place and drop it off next to its French cousin, the Renault. And beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, boys. So as you've already seen, what we've got here is a 1976 AMC Gremlin. It's a base model. We deduced that it's got the 258 cubic inch 2-barrel carb. So it's the highest level of 6-cylinder that it came with this year. It's, as far as we know, original paint, original interior besides the carpet, and original engine and transmission. It's got the automatic in it. Dashboard has one crack in it. There's a few holes in the seat, nothing too major. As far as I've seen so far, the engine looks good, like it'll be in good running order. You'll see a little bit more of that in the next video. I'm gonna end this video off just showing you around it a little bit more. As far as I know, it's just missing the Gremlin badge on the gas cap there. The worst damage that he said it had was the cracking on each side of the hatch, which isn't bad. The second worst, he said, was one spot of surface rust right there. It's got, you know, some little pitting all around, but I'd say it's pretty good for the original paint. Grille is all intact. The bumpers are still chromed. They aren't rusting anywhere. Doors shut very nicely. Door panels look solid. Of course, new carpet. Excuse the mat. We'll have to clean that. But like I said, there's a hole right there that's minimal. And then there's a few holes right there. But dash looks great. Seats look great. The back seat and floors look great. Let's see, I haven't even looked at the headliner. It's great. Looks like we need one cover in addition to that fuel cap emblem. Let's see if I can open this up with one hand. Hatch works great. None of the glass is cracked. It's got a car cover. It's got, let's see here. It's got the original spare, and down below it is the original jack and bar. It's got a little bit of mice droppings, but that's nothing big. No rust in the trunk pan at all. Trunk works great. The floor pans are all solid. Actually, some of it is undercoated, so that's great. Put a new radio in it. You put, or not radio, radiator. He put new shocks in it. He put new tires on it. So it's a solid car. A lot of work's been done, and that's another thing. We opened up the glove box, and there's been thousands of dollars worth of work done to it. So let's open this guy up. Take a look through that, but it's a great looking car. I'm gonna close the hood down a little bit and we can go through all this paperwork. So what we've got here is the original owner's manual. Very cool. And then we've got registration, bill of sale, registration, insurance, DMV, just a whole bunch of stuff that you guys don't really want to see. Some paperwork that had their name on it. This was just diagnosis at a mechanic shop, and then I believe it was brakes or something. And here's the kicker: $1,032, and what was done here was oil filter, air filter, plugs, cap, rotor, wires, engine oil, carb kit, float, oil, brake shoes, wheel cylinders, adjusting the shoes, doing the drums. Then another $1,000 was done for, looks like, calipers, Bendix, rear inner seal, rebuild the calipers, metallic pads. Yeah, a whole bunch of brake and carburetor work for the most part, but I don't know who charges $1,000 for that. But brake shouldn't have any problems, nor should the carb, so that's a good sign. Except I think I did realize that this one is a little bit sticky when we were rolling it in here, but I'll just adjust the little dial on the drums, and that should take care of it. But this is a solid car. It came with AC as well. I don't know if it works yet. It also has a radio. Don't know if that works.
Underglow.
Yes, it does have underglow, and it does have aftermarket horns. We will see if those work. That's probably going to be our first priority. And we're charging up the battery right now. It came with a battery, and it's already at 90%, so it might work. So I'll just do a little walk around of it, and then we'll end the video off there. So thanks, boys.
Tell me, baby, what you want to hear. Come on, darling, no, I'm all ears. But all you want is my time. Be with him, no, that's just fine. Ain't it funny how it works, my dear? Tell me, honey, what's on your mind? You want me to look, tell you what I find. An empty heart, a blackened soul, nothing left for me to hold, and nothing left for me to hold. Oh, you just don't know what you're saying. No, I don't know where to go. I'm stuck here with you, baby. Welcome to my afterglow. No, I don't know what you're saying. No, I don't know where to go. I'm stuck here with you, baby. Welcome to my afterglow. Tell me, baby, what you want to hear. Oh, come on, darling, no, I'm all ears. But all you want is my time. But you with him, no, that's just fine. Ain't it funny how this love dies? Tell me, honey, what's on your mind? You want me to look, tell you what I find. An empty heart, a blackened soul, nothing left for me to hold, and nothing left for me to hold. You just don't know what you're saying, but I don't know where to go. I'm stuck here.
All right, boys. So as you can see, she's a beauty. Noah and I have been being very meticulous with painting the wheels, doing every fluid on the car, taking apart and rebuilding the car, but even though it's already been rebuilt a few years ago. You'll see all that in the next video. I've cleaned the thing. I've been doing a lot to it before even cranking it for the first time. I'm gonna end this video off with a clip of us in the barn looking at something special down there. I posted on Reddit, asked for some advice. Some people are saying I should turn it into a drag car. Some people are saying I should just daily it and keep it pure how it is. Right now, my thought process is I'll daily it for a year through my first year of college while I source all those parts, and then I will eventually engine swap it with something else. So let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see. Keep in mind that this will probably be the main focus of the channel, building this thing, engine swapping it, if you guys choose and say that you want to see me do that. So just let me know.
T-Bird's getting painted.
Oh yeah, and you'll see on the floor over here that Noah stripped all of the parts off the T-Bird. That thing's gonna go to Mako later this week, and then he's selling it. Doing the same paint scheme, white with the blue. But anyway, back to the Gremlin. Let me know what you want to see. Tell me if you love it or you hate it, your ideas with it. I really want to let you guys decide on this one, have some input. But if you enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe if you want to, and send it to your grandmother. Thanks, boys. All right, boys, welcome to the barn. We're standing here next to the 1973 J4000, and Noah and I got a little curious, and we came down here last night, and I checked the stampings on these AMC blocks. This guy, we thought both were 360s. This guy happened to be a 304. Gremlins came stock with a 304 V8. So that one, I could swap into the Gremlin if I wanted to and have a stock engine size. That one turns over. Or there's also this J4000 with the 360. And then there's the other J4000, which we believe to have a 360. And then there's the Rebel, which probably has, what, a 304? Maybe a 360? We're not sure. And then I looked at the stamping on this guy, and you'll never believe that is a 401, which is a sought-after engine. Hard to find, very expensive. Came with a forged crankshaft from the factory, as well as forged rods. Came with okay pistons. They came with pretty decent flowing heads, but they did have oiling problems at high RPMs. But I believe it was a dealer down in Arizona had the rights to build 20 Gremlins with 401s. So I just measured the engine bay size. Let's see, shock tower to shock tower was roughly 28 inches. Measured manifold to manifold on this guy, and it was 26 or 27 inches. So we did spin it over with a 19 millimeter socket, and the crank bolt only tightened. So I think if I do get serious about swapping this Gremlin, might have to take out the spark plugs, put some ATF down there, and work her back and forth. But regardless, if I choose to do this, whole thing's getting torn down. It's getting rebuilt, probably a camshaft, maybe heads. So probably just a top end rebuild if the block's okay, if the piston's okay, or the rods are okay, and if the crankshaft is okay. But that is a lucky find right there.